Hi Pisces, welcome to your bi-weekly reading. I'm so sorry last week I couldn't make your video and Virgo video. That's why I'm starting with both of the signs for this bi-weekly that I'll be doing again, as well the Celtic Cross reading to give a little bit more in-depth insight or messages about what you possibly may be experiencing during this time. As always, keep in mind that this is just a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. And if you would like a private reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Pisces, let's see. I feel you have been striving a lot for there's this thing connected with wanting to feel good about yourself, wanting to enjoy life in a very childlike way. So this could be related with your inner child appealing more and more and more to you, unconsciously driving your attitudes, your behavior, your ways of thinking and feeling, very connected with the sense of wanting to connect with this inner child, with this creative spark in you that really has a vision about what you intend to do in terms of the physical aspect of life, in terms of where you want to go in your work life, in your financial life, in the way you feel satisfied with your reality. And so many times you may feel this weeks to come a little bit of a mixed weird energy between feeling for one hand that you are being too naive, that you are being too dreamy, that you are being too crazy and out of your mind, and uh, wanting impossible things to manifest in your reality. And in the other way, you're feeling very unsatisfied with the confirmations, with what's known to be true, what's supposed to be the right way for you to achieve your happiness and your dreams and your security. And so this could be a little bit rebellious time for you in terms of, again, your inner child wanting to rebel against what it is supposed to be and what is conformed to be. And usually Pisces don't like harsh confrontations and this type of rebellious energy. They are more subtle and they go in the sideways. But you could feel this drive of rebellion against the conformations and the institutions and the laws and what is supposed to be in society and so on, especially in terms of your work life. Also, of course, if this is not something you're experiencing from yourself, it is your unconscious inner child again reflecting and projecting this in your outside circumstances. So, for example, if you are a mother or a father, if you have children in your life, they can be very prominent in these weeks to come, for you to remind yourself, to see yourself in their eyes, to see yourself in their dreaminess, in their spark, in their creative force, in their rebellious way of thinking and doing things. And rebellious, by rebellious, I mean just not settling for something that it's not authentic for themselves. We use this word rebellion, but actually that's not a rebellion. That's how it always was supposed to be. And I'm telling this because you have very two young energies together. You have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. In the center, you have the Page of Wands. Crossing, you have the Page of Cups. So pages are very young, naive energy, sometimes immature. They have most of the times resonance with our inner child. In a subjective reading, I really look at them as your inner child appealing to you and calling to you, your subconscious, innocent, creative self wanting to uh, guide you and to express and to look at the experiences at your life right now, to know that this child needs attention, that this child needs nurturance. or when we refuse to see this, or when we are unable to see this, our child, if we are a mother or a father, our child will reflect this back to you. Or even if you're not a mother and a father, young people in your life or people in your life will seem very very immature, very innocent, very naive, very inconsistent in what they're doing. I believe also many times the pages can be related with news, with messages coming to you about a message that inspires you, but again, that inspires that inner child to come out and express themselves. And you have been very on, your mind could be very on promoting stability and happiness to your family life, to your idealization of what a happy ending should be in that area of life. And things in the past were better than what you are perceiving them to be right now, because in the past you felt discontentment and again the traditional ways you saw family, you saw your role in family, you saw your role in wealth and achieving this abundance within and without you, and now you're valuing much more your independent self. You're valuing your vision, your unique vision, your different way of thinking, your different way of doing things, and not being ashamed by it, because the family, and as family, we can say your origin family, or we can say the society, the tribe that surrounds you, that could be very traditional and very, with a very unique mindset. And you for some time felt happy here. You felt that you learned something here, that you were guided in some way of how to achieve this sense of abundance and wealth and connection with others. But now you are in a time of clarity, much more about what makes you feel happy with yourself, with your own sense of contentment and satisfaction with life. And also, this could mean that you will probably feel this need to connect with the spiritual lessons and teachers and orientation and guidance to understand better this cycle of your life. This could mean that you go to someone, you go to an institution, you go to some type of service that offers you this enlightenment, this wise words to guide you in some way, in some direction. And as well, it could mean that you are determined to really uh, find your mentor, find someone that can really give you this understanding of what's going on in your life, because you can see some disruption as well happening in terms of strategy plans that you made again in the past, and now you see them crumbling down in some way. And maybe that's why you go ask for help or guidance or advice to someone you feel is very wise, and it has a lot of knowledge to offer to you, to give you this insight about the situation. Because in the future to come, you have the Tower with the Knight of Pentacles. So definitely your plans in some way, or a plan that you had, or that you will see in the days to come, needing a lot of restructure to make it happen. So maybe you had a plan, you had a strategy, you had an idea, you had a new source of income, you had something about the physical aspect of life that you really planned and carefully thought, that suddenly it doesn't quite work the way you were thinking, or suddenly it needs some retouch, it needs some rebuilding, it needs some more thought on it, because it was not probably built on this solid foundation, on this foundation that will allow you to achieve the big picture, to achieve the big dream. And that happy ending that you are looking for is much more concerned with the emotional and spiritual, creative side of your life than the physical. And so maybe your priorities were a lot on the physical aspect of life because you had to, because we all need to in some shape, way or form to get structured and worried about that part of life, to feel that everything is going okay, to have our needs met in that area of life. And so maybe you put a lot of focus on it and you forgot something else. You forgot how to make this something that it's not built on a dry foundation. Because I feel as well, you have a lot of pentacles here, and then you have the tower. And then you have the nine of pentacles with the hermit. So the tower happens, some unexpected change, or something you were not really seeing happening. It tests you, it challenges you to restructure this plan, to restructure this strategy, to earn money in your work life, in the way you want to move in reality, in the way you want to achieve something. And you are challenged to go look for guidance. Again, here the like the Hierophant, the Hermit, very study, analysis, um, self-conscious card that takes the time out of the world in this quest for knowledge within him. And so there's a lot of wisdom for you to gain this weeks to come about your independency and the way you look for achievements, the way you look for acquirements and financial stability, and the way you want to proceed in your work life. Maybe you want to be an independent worker. You want to have your own work and your own vision of work and your own thing going on, and you just don't know how to make it happen. And maybe you were building a plan that again was putting aside this more spiritual, unique, beautiful vision you have, which is how you end with the outcome with the star and the 10 of cups. This is beautiful. It's like the tower happens and it may shake you up and may get you worried about money, about financial wealth, about not having what you are used to have because in the past you had a lot, about not being able to provide to your own necessities as a woman, as a man, to have everything you need to feel happy. And so the hermit advises you to go in the direction of knowledge, to get more knowledgeable about money, to get more knowledgeable about how to make this path, this solo path, worthwhile and profitable to you, but not just to the physical side of life, as well as to the emotional side of life and the spiritual side of life. As a Pisces, you have to have a meaning in what you're doing. You are the artist and the chameleon and the spiritual enlightened being when you are working on your higher vibration. And so when you're not, you're an escapist and you lose track of reality and you deceive and are deceived constantly to understand how to balance your discrimination and the reality with your dream. And so again, you are in the time of discrimination about how you have been using your powers, how you have been not using your powers, where you have been too naive, where you have been too traditional and too serious, where you have been allowing the star to guide you to see your unique third eye opening up and seeing your life and everything around you in a very unique, eccentric, original, different way. You have a dream, and this dream needs water, needs healing. That's what I was trying to tell you. Maybe this plan was too dry. This plan was too dry, was too materialistic, was too focused on achieving what you had in the past, maybe not just for you, but also for your family, and you are concerned and you want your family to have everything. But maybe you put a lot of focus on money or in the physical aspect of life. And so it become dry. And for Pisces, um, this is a very turbulent, unconscious energy that you create because you're not supposed to do anything dry. It's against your own nature. You are so sensitive, so mystical, so imaginative. Of course, one of your biggest lessons is to ground yourself and to be more practical and to be more, have this more expertise in the physical aspect of life, of course. But maybe you are overcompensating, or you were overcompensating, or you were overdoing it, not just because of yourself, but because of your family, or the people who you live with, or the people you want to help. And the advice is, whatever unexpected change happened to you this week with the tower in terms of your plans, don't sweat it. Don't get all crazy and worried and freak out and lose hope and no, because you end up with the star and the 10 of cups. This is the most beautiful outcome you can get. This is for you to tell you to keep the hope, keep healing, keep understanding your emotional self, keep providing to your family, to your inner child, to the child you have, your emotional self. Keep pouring water of new, unique, fresh vision into a way to make it real, to make it manifested in reality. Listen to the advice. Listen to people you feel they have knowledge to guide you through the hard times and challenges. Look for your own sense of wisdom. Go within. Search for your answers. Study the books you think you should study. Practice the law of manifestation. Understand where you are right now in your life and accept that. Don't fight it. You will reach the star. After the tower in the tarot, the star is the following card. So this is very promising. And again, putting emphasis on whatever happens, whatever breakdown you feel about this plan you had happens, is a breakthrough, a beautiful breakthrough to put you in the right direction of your dreams and emotional happiness for you and the other people in your life that you feel as your own family. So Pisces, thank you so much for listening, liking, subscribing, commenting, sending emails. I really appreciate it. Even though sometimes I'm not able to answer to it, I make sure that I read all of them, and I really, really appreciate it. For all of you who celebrate Christmas, I wish you a very, very, very blessed Christmas. May you have an amazing time with your own. And yeah, hopefully we'll see each other before the new year, and we'll talk to each other soon.